Hello guys, welcome to today's session in Quantsapp. Today we will be learning about how you can trade when the smart money are trapping you. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे हम देखेंगे there will be some concept of liquidity grab you can say, or you can say liquidity sweeps, right? How you can avoid those conditions, how you can trade with those conditions. So we will be looking at that, right? But before starting the video, if you are new here, you can go in the description. There is a link below. With the help of that, you can download and install the Quantsapp application. Okay, after successful registration you will get some free 25 tools here that you can use for your trading. Okay, also we have a video library here. So in the learn section you will get the video library. We have made multiple videos on Pro Plus tools as well as on strategies, so you can go through these videos. They are available in multiple languages, right? Like English, Hindi, Gujarati, Marathi and Tamil as well. So you can set your preference, and at any point of time if you guys are having any kinds of doubts or query, right, so you can contact us with the support. So you will be getting our contact number and email ID, so you can contact us and we will be there to sort your queries out, right? So let's get back to today's video, today's session, that is how you can trade with the smart money concept, right? And in smart money concept we will be focusing on liquidity grab. ठीक है, होता क्या है, कैसे इसको ट्रेड करना है, so we'll be looking at that, right? So first of all, when I'm talking about smart money concept, okay, so in smart money concept there is a term that is known as the liquidity sweep, you can say. Okay, liquidity sweep you can say, or sometime it is also known as grab, not trap but grab. Okay, so liquidity sweep and grab, right? What is this? So for example, there is a resistance, you can say, right? Now when your market goes to this level and it rejected, and this level rejected the price, right? So it came down. Now again when market goes to this level and again the price is rejected, right? So now there are some traders who will think this is as a strong resistance, obviously, because the market rejected 2 times from this level, right? So this is a resistance. Now the smart money, okay, who are trading, the financial institutions, who are the smart money? So the financial institutions, the big players, okay, who are investing so much money, like who are trading with you can say 100 and 1000 crore, right? So they must be knowing like this is the resistance, and from this level all the buyers they are buying put from this level, right? So what they will do, they will just make a movement, you can say a fake movement here, right? And whenever it will be broken, so it means now at this level there will be so much liquidity. And now what is liquidity? So I'll clear that also, right? So liquidity means the area where there are so many buyers and sellers, right? So this is, you can say, a point of interest also, right? So you can say this is a point of interest where there are so many buyers and sellers are sitting here, right? There must be some people, there must be some traders who are initiating their trade, okay, because they know from this point the market is getting rejected again and again, so they must be ready to take a put buying from this position, right? Again when the market came here, right? There must be some seller who have already bought put from this level and they have placed their stop loss, just a second, okay, and they have placed their stop loss somewhere here. So this is their stop loss and this was their entry point, right? Now the smart money, they also know that, because they also be knowing the price action, right? So they also analyze this situation, and what they will do, they will just let the price to go above this level, and when all the stop loss will be hunt, all the buyers, the put buyers will be out of the market, then they will reverse the market from this point, right? So you can see at the previous time my resistance was there, the price was getting rejected from here, but now the price got rejected from here after removing all the traders out of the market, right? So this is how the smart money plays, okay? This is the liquidity. So you can see this is what we call the liquidity sweep or liquidity grab, right? When the smart money, they removes all the liquidity, all the players who are buying and selling at a particular point, right? And this is what we have to take care of, and this is what we will trade, how we can trade this, right? So this is the concept of today's session, okay? So I hope it is clear, ठीक है? जब बड़े प्लेयर आपको मार्केट से बाहर निकाल दे, that is your liquidity grab. Now कहाँ पे मिलेगी? I'll tell you where are the condition जहाँ पे आप liquidity grab को देख सकते हो, ठीक है? First condition, आई होप दिस कलर इज विजिबल, राइट? सो फर्स्ट कंडीशन आपकी क्या होगी, व्हाइट ही चूज कर लेता हूं। सो फर्स्ट कंडीशन पहला आपका होगी रेसिस्टेंस या फिर सपोर्ट पे आपको देखने को मिलेगा। कैसी कंडीशन, फॉर सपोज दिस इज अ रेसिस्टेंस ऐसा करके, एंड देन देयर विल बी अ लिक्विडिटी ग्रैप। सो दिस इज द पॉइंट वेयर द स्मार्ट मनी विल रिमूव ऑल द प्लेयर्स फ्रॉम द मार्केट। जो स्मॉल प्लेयर्स होंगे दे विल रिमूव ऑल दोस प्लेयर्स फ्रॉम द मार्केट, राइट? तो सपोर्ट रेसिस्टेंस पे मिल सकता है। देन द सेकंड थिंग इज दैट, और कहां पे मिल सकता है, देन एट द ट्रेंड लाइन यू कैन सी द लिक्विडिटी ग्रैप इन द trend line as well. Okay, so suppose this is a uptrend line moving like this. So if I'll draw a trend line from this point like this, right? So what they will do, they will break this trend line. So there will be some traders who will initiate their buying at this level, but again what they will do, they will again reverse the market from this point. So all of the stop losses, all of the buyers who were taking entry, okay, तो इनका यहाँ से क्या हो जाएगा, SL hit हो जाएगा, they will be removed from the market. ठीक है? तो सपोर्ट रेसिस्टेंस पे दिख सकती है, ट्रेंड लाइन पे दिख सकती है, और कहां पे दिख सकती है, फिबोनाची पे दिख सकती है। ठीक है, फिबोनाची जो आप बनाते हो वहां पे दिख सकती है, और कहां पे दिख सकती है, देयर विल बी सम पैटर्न्स इन द मार्केट। जो आपके पैटर्न्स बनते हैं, कौन कौन से पैटर्न्स हो गए, सो फॉर एग्जांपल देयर विल बी पैटर्न, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल प्राइस चैनल, ओके, प्राइस चैनल, ओके, सो प्राइस चैनल इज समथिंग लाइक दिस, ऐसा करके कोई प्राइस चैनल बनेगा, राइट? नाउ देयर विल बी सम प्लेयर्स हु मस्ट बी थिंकिंग लाइक प्राइस विल अगेन रिवर्स फ्रॉम दिस डायरेक्शन, बट इट विल गिव यू अ फेक मूवमेंट, एंड व्हेन ऑल द स्टॉप लॉसेस विल बी हंट, इट विल अगेन रिवर्स इटसेल्फ फ्रॉम दिस पॉइंट, राइट? सो देयर विल बी प्राइस चैनल, देन सो मैनी पैटर्न्स, और भी कोई पैटर्न हो सकते हैं, जैसे डबल बॉटम हो गया, डबल टॉप हो गया, ओके, कप विद हैंडल हो गया, बहुत सारे पैटर्न्स हैं जो भी मार्केट में, ठीक है? सो ये कुछ चीजें हैं, ठीक है, जहां पे आपके लिक्विडिटी ग्रैप हो सकते हैं। एक बहुत ही देयर इज अ कंडीशन दैट इज वेरी कॉमन, ठीक है, वेयर यू कैन सी द मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ लिक्विडिटी स्वीप, दैट इज समटाइम वी कॉल इट एज अ रेसिस्टेंस। आई विल शो यू हाउ, ओके? सो फॉर एग्जांपल this is a point, okay, so your market took a support, again your market went upward, and again it is making a support here, okay? So when the two lows are at the same level, whenever your two lows are exactly at the same level, so it means there is a maximum liquidity at the below this point, maximum liquidity. There will be some buyers who are now ready to take position, कि जैसी मार्केट यहाँ पे आएगा then they will take position for the upper side, because you can see the market is always going above from this level, okay? So there must be some buyers who are waiting, there must be some buyers who already had taken trade and their stop loss is somewhere this point, at this point, right? So you will see maximum जो liquidity grab होगा, you can see the liquidity grab will be at this point, कि ये पूरे zone को it will break this point, and again then it can go in the upward direction after sweeping all those small players out of the market. Then your market will again be moving in the reverse direction, right? Now how you can trade, तो एक बार let's see it in the application. So I am opening Quantsapp application here, and in the charts trade and order I will apply a chart of, let's take a chart of index here, okay? So first I'll take the chart of Bank Nifty. So this is the Bank Nifty, okay, and currently the time frame is 15 minutes. Let's apply it in 5 minutes, right? And let me zoom my chart a little bit for you, right? Just a second, okay? I hope my chart is visible to you, right? तो ये चार्ट है. Now first of all, when I have to understand like from at which point there can be liquidity sweep, so the first important topic is to find out the point of interest, right? Now what are the point of interest? So the point of interest are the supply or demand zone, you can say, right? So they are the point of interest. The point of interest is the point from where the big players are taking their entry, right? So let's find out which is the point of interest in our chart, okay? So I can see this was my first point of interest, okay? So how you can find it? Because I can see from this point a big movement started here, right? It means there must be some big players who entered at this point, right? At this point there was also a movement, but this movement was not that much of a strong. So this is not my point of interest, this is not my point of interest, this is not my point of interest, but this is my point of interest from where the big movement started, right? So what I'll do, I'll just mark the high and low, and this will be my zone. So this will be called the point of interest. First one, point of interest, you can say 1, because there will be so many point of interest, okay? Then again I can see if my market is taking a good move from here, it means this is also a point of interest. So I'll mark the lowest candle, and I'll take the opening and closing of that candle, and I'll mark this level as my point of interest 2. This is my point of interest 2, you can say, right? Now whenever my point of interest will be broken, okay, at that point of time you will analyze there will be a good movement in the market. For example, at this point your market broke your point of interest too. Okay, so it is broken, it means there will be a good momentum, so you could have taken entry at this point of time, right? When your market reached here, so suppose I have created this as my point of interest. Now at any point of time, if your market will reverse, right? So if your market will reverse, let me clear it for you. Okay, I'll draw the point of interest again. So this was my first point of interest. Okay, this was my point of interest 2, and this was my point of interest 1. Okay, this was my point of interest 1. Why I have drawn point of interest? Because from this point a good movement started in the upward direction. From this point a good bearish movement started in this direction, right? So that is why I have taken the lowest candle, and from the closing and from the opening I have drawn a zone. Similarly here also, right? So if my market at any point of time it will again come here, so at that time what I'll think, this is my point of interest from where the big players can again take a entry, right? So अगर यहाँ पे rejection face करता है, मेरे को एक if I'll get a confirmation कैसे मिल सकती है? You can say rejection like this. Okay, एक market में rejection मिल रहा है, या फिर a good bearish engulfing candle मिलती है, so then I can take my entry in the bearish direction. Okay, if it will be getting broken successfully by a green candle, then I'll take again entry in upward direction. कहाँ तक? I can take direction from here, right? But इस zone से पहले at any point of time, let me show you how, right? For example, see, this was also a moment. Let me show you just a second. I'll show you how the people get trapped in liquidity sweep. Okay, let me take an example. Yes, I think that this is a good. Just let me give you a brief idea how people get trapped in liquidity grab. Okay, I think I can take this example. Let me find an example for you. Okay, and I'm removing all those remaining charts from here. Just a second, let me set it. Okay, so at this point I can see from here a good movement started, right? Let me show you how the people get trapped in liquidity grab. So at this point I can see a good movement started, right, in the negative direction. So if there is a good movement started, so I can believe this is my point of interest, right? Because a good movement started from this point, right? So what I'll do, I'll create a point of interest here. Similarly, I'll make a zone, okay, as I have made before. So what I'll do, I'll just take the highest of this candle. So this was the highest candle, okay, and I'll mark the closing and opening. So this will be my zone. Okay, I have not drawn it properly, but this was my zone, right? This was my zone. Now my market went downward, okay, and after downward there was a movement in the upward direction, right, in the upward direction. And if you will mark this as a resistance, some people have made this as a resistance कि ये मेरा एक resistance level हो गया, ठीक है? अब जैसे ही मेरा मार्केट यहाँ पे आया, ठीक है, तो उन्होंने क्या किया होगा, जैसे ही यहाँ पे आया, ठीक है, तो उन्होंने क्या किया होगा, यहाँ पे एंट्री ली होगी. जैसे यहाँ पे एक बार हो गया, जस्ट अ सेकंड, फिर से एक बार अच्छे से दिखाता हूँ. लेट मी गिव यू एक अच्छे से एग्जांपल कि ये मेरे यहाँ पे लिक्विडिटी ग्रैब हो रहा है, तो आई हैव मेड दिस एज माय जोन. ये मेरा हाईएस्ट कैंडल, इसकी बॉडी को मैंने जोन बना दिया. नाउ यू कैन सी माई मार्केट वेंट डाउनवर्ड, अगेन इट केम हियर, ओके, फिर एक नीचे मूवमेंट आया, अगेन इट केम हियर. सो दिस इज अ रेसिस्टेंस इन अ शॉर्टर टाइम फ्रेम, राइट? सो देयर इज अ वॉलेटिलिटी, और यहीं पे काफी लोगों के एसएल भी लगे हुए होंगे, राइट? नाउ यू कैन सी माई मार्केट वेंट डाउनवर्ड्स, इट केम हियर, ओके, और यहां पे इस पॉइंट पे इसने क्या करा, इट टुक ऑल द एसएल. सो देयर वाज अ वेरी गुड एसएल हंटिंग. Okay, so at this moment you can see this is the moment where all of the small players were removed from the market because of the, you can say this is your liquidity sweep, or you can say the liquidity grab. ठीक है, you can say the liquidity grab as well, right? So this is the liquidity grab. But the people who know the concept of point of interest, ठीक है, जहां पे point of interest मैंने देखा, because this was my point of interest, because a good movement was started from this point, it means the big players they are taking entry at this point. ओके, उनके स्टॉप लॉस इसके पीछे लगे हैं, ठीक है. दे हैव नॉट प्लेस्ड देयर स्टॉप लॉस हियर. they have placed their stop loss here because from here the good movement was started, right? So you can see when this resistance was broken, there must be some people who have taken entry. यहाँ पे उनके सारे stop loss hit हुए, okay, and then this was the moment जहाँ पे आपको actual में entry लेनी थी, ये वो moment था, ठीक है? So this was the moment जहाँ पे you should have taken your entry, right? तो यहाँ पे entry बनती and then you can see a good movement in the bearish direction. Right? Similarly, if my market went in the downward direction and this was my last candle, so you can make the body of this last candle as your zone. So this is your point of interest. Now I will not take my entry in the upward direction till my market reaches at this level. Okay, and you can see अगर आप यहाँ से कहीं पे भी एक bullish direction में entry लेते तो your stop loss would have been gotten hunted here. ठीक है, यहाँ पे आपका स्टॉप लॉस हंट हो जाता, राइट? सो आपको वेट करना है व्हेन योर मार्केट विल रीच हियर सो दैट यू विल नॉट बी गेट इफेक्टेड बाय द लिक्विडिटी ग्रैप और लिक्विडिटी स्वीप, ठीक है? तो दिस वाज द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ टुडे सेशन. आई होप दिस वाज यूजफुल, कहीं ना कहीं इंफॉर्मेटिव रहा होगा आप लोगों के लिए. अगर आपको अच्छा लगा, यू कैन लाइक द वीडियो, यू कैन कमेंट योर व्यूज इन द कमेंट सेक्शन. ऑल्सो इफ यू आर न्यू हियर, यू कैन सब्सक्राइब द चैनल एज वेल. थैंक यू सो मच गाइस. दिस इज योर ट्रेनर अंकित सिंह रावत. हैव अ वेरी गुड डे.